This is the Amp Hour Podcast. Released December 6th, 2025. Episode 710. Tugging on the Nerd Heartstring.
Welcome to the Amp Hour. I'm Dave Jones from the EEV blog.
And I'm Chris Gamble of Contextual Electronics.
Back from holidays.
Back from holidays, that's right, yeah.
Are you going to tell people where you went to, or it's a secret?
I have been posting photos on my site. So chrisgamble.com has some photos of sea turtles and blue-footed boobies and Galapagos penguins. That last one is the giveaway there.
Right.
I went to the Galapagos on my honeymoon. So this is a...
those boobies looked really nice.
Yeah, a lot of jokes about boobies out there.
Yeah.
Many made by me.
Okay, I won't say I'm jealous.
You won't say you're jealous. Okay, yeah.
No.
It was a lot of fun. I broke out my old camera. Dave, I took my fancy camera.
Film or digital?
No, digital still. But I am ashamed at how good of a camera I basically use as a webcam. I have a GH5. It's not the best camera out there, but it's a nice-ish camera. And most of the time it sits on my desk as a webcam. And I finally took it off the stand, put the long lens on it, and took it to the middle of the world and took some photos of birds, basically.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I hate that everyone uses these, 5D SLR 5D Mark bloody 20s or something, and they just use them as a webcam. As a camcorder or a webcam. Yeah,
but if you're not going anywhere, it actually makes sense, I think. You know what I mean? It's a huge, nice sensor. You could put glass on it. I don't know. It does make sense in certain situations, and I do get lots of compliments.
Yeah, it does, but you can get camcorders that actually, you can get more optimized solutions. I was just walking around the other day. I was just walking through a building in the park here, in the business park, as I do occasionally. You
got to look for trash somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Got to dumpster dive wherever you can.
Exactly. Right.
And and I found this super secret filming, like it actually had the sign on the door. Super secret podcast location.
It said super secret?
It said super secret location, yes, on the door. I'll have to send you a photo after this.
Yeah.
Turns out, this guy had a podcast, so I thought, so I snapped a photo of it. Go, I'll check out what this podcast is. He's got this office like mine. I think it was 80 or 100 square meters or something. And so I thought, geez, he must be doing well. And so I went to check out his website, and he does have a podcast, but I don't think it went anywhere. So now he's converted it into you can buy as in a for hire podcasting studio.
Oh,
and it's
interesting.
Yeah, it's one of those, for hire kind of things, where it's got a fancy desk with a fancy background, and they provide the cameras, and they
Dave,
even will provide editing. Visit,
maybe we could use that as a studio, a studio location.
We can use that as the studio, yes, if he's
bingo.
Still in business.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much business he gets, but anyway, I'll try and link in the website for it. But one of the things on the website, they had these, Canon 5D Mark 20 cameras or something. Yeah, great. Okay, and then there's a big asterisk next to it. These only record for 30 minutes. You will have to manually change the batteries. You have to manually change the cards over and stop it. And it's oh my God, get the right tool for the job. Please, most podcasts are half an hour is not much for a podcast.
Well,
most of them are standardized. Exactly, it's in the name.
Yeah, right.
It isn't the amp half hour. And yes, but most podcasts are standardized on that hour kind of format.
Yeah, maybe. So, sure.
Or more. I don't. Is there a 20-minute podcast? I don't think anyone does
There are, but they're usually just edited more than ours are.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep. Yeah, but and I thought, God, get the right tool for the job. You have this professional studio, then you have to tell people who are paying to use your studio. Oh, by the way, yeah, this is going to run out in 30 minutes. If you don't have someone there to keep track of it and change the cards and the batteries for you halfway through your bloody podcast, then, oh my God.
I mean, some of the new ones, I can see that just because they crank out, 8K recording. It's like, it's like a gigabyte a second sort of thing. It's like literally like that.
You need nuts. You don't need
crazy. Like a lot of the newer cameras too. They just go straight into like high speed USB SSDs that are USB-C SSDs that can plug in, like the little Samsung drives.
Yeah.
But even that's like, only a terabyte. Oh boy, I don't know. You gonna have enough? Like, hope so. But yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, sorry, I'm a right tool for the job kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's tough if you're going in any scenario where you're not acquainted with the equipment. I feel like that's kind of a recipe for disaster. Plus, like, stream it totally. To disk, right? I mean, you just use OBS and stream it to disk or something. I think that's the real move,
Yes, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's like, like, and they had the proper mix-in desks and everything, like the Blackmagic mix-in desks or whatever it was, and like, they could have like just stream recorder, but no, it's big disclaimer on the website,
Okay.
Like, you must have someone there to take care of it for you. Like, God. What am I paying for? Anyway.
Yeah. Well, speaking of big budget events, I mentioned last time that you and I recorded, so like 3 or 4 weeks ago now, I was going to a Tektronix event right after we recorded, and I ended up going to that, and boy, that was the fanciest event I've ever been to. Like, I was like,
really?
Yes, it was. I figured out why, and this is kind of interesting. So first off, very much appreciate the invite that I got for it. It was very nice. I actually got to see old coworkers, sort of, kind of like people who were like way above me, but there were some Keithley folks there, which is cool. And the new Scope, new Smooth that are out there, like those are both great, but I don't. They're not for me. Right. Talk about right tool for the job. Those are not Chris Gamble tools. Like
you
those
aren't
are like,
in that business anymore.
Oh my God.
You don't need 10 gig samples per second.
Exactly. It's so high end. I'm like, this is meant for like big business. That's really like the people that should have been there. I was kind of like a tack on, like, Chris's media, sort of, kind of in the new media sense.
Right.
But yeah, it was just like super fancy. And I found out later it was because the CEO of Ralliant, which is like the Danaher, and then Fortive, and then now Ralliant spun out of Fortive. So if you hear Ralliant in the future, I'm not a huge fan of the name, but if you that's basically like the test equipment companies have kind of been spinning out of the larger ones, because Danaher also has like life sciences.
God, it's like, who's on first?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and they just went public, but this is like the reason it was here is because they just opened their new headquarters in Raleigh, which is the city next to where I live. I live in Durham. That's in Raleigh. That's where this thing was. So that sort of made more sense too, where it was like a big corporate event in addition to like a Scope launch and another thing. But it was cool. It was nice. Very, very nice. Very high end.
A lot of corporate coin was spent, huh?
There was, yes, exactly. Yeah, I was like eating the lunch, and I'm like, this is like the fancy lunch. This is like an executive lunch. I usually am used to more like engineer lunch, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Well, the fanciest one I went
usually it comes in a box. There's a cookie at the end, you know what I mean? Like everybody knows that box lunch feel. That's what I'm used to. So it's cool every once in a while, the splurge.
Right. I went to a fancy one, which was the Renesas DevCon. That was way back when I went. Yeah, I went to America. Yeah, that was. Yeah. Yes, that's right. That was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Anyway, I went to that, and I'm not sure if I ever got footage of it, but, there were like, I don't know, 500 people there or something. It was, it was pretty huge. And they had this, huge dinner night, where they have this hosted dinner, and I had to get up there in front of, 500 people and talk about their new contest or whatever it was. I did record that part. And then once that had finished, they opened it was in one of those massive conference centers, in the hotels or whatever. Yeah. And, and you can join rooms together. You can join like entire auditorium sized rooms together. And once dinner was finished or whatever, they opened the curtain between the doors between where we were having dinner. And then they set up this entire game and gambling thing next door. Night. Yeah. They actually had people in who would, you could do roulette and you could, play all these games. And also, oh my God, it was ridiculous. Huge money was spent on that. And the year before that, at the event the year before, the DevCon before that, they got Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman in to do a thing. So it was like, they spent.
Yeah, I think that's like standard corporate thing. I went to a Samsung event like that once way back in the day. So yeah, it almost feels like heady days of like the yesteryear. I'm sure money's still spent like that. You and I are so far outside of, like I'm in startup life.
Oh, I'm sure
you're on your own, like it's just.
Yeah, we're not in that world anymore. Yeah. Maybe we should run an event. And,
you should. Yeah. The EEV stands for event.
Why not?
Or the event company.
Yes. Oh, I tell you who I'd get. There's this guy who does engineering stand-up comedy. What's his name? He used to work at Intel back in the day, I think. Or was it Microsoft or something? Oh, God, he's really good.
I don't think I'd like that.
Why? That'd be great.
Is it like corny though? Or is it like actually good?
No, it's fantastic. Okay. He does like these PowerPoint comedy sketches,
Oh,
and
interesting.
he actually tours the US doing that's his actual full-time gig, is stand-up engineering. Hang on, I've got to find his name now. Stand-up engineering comedy. Can't even... Don McMillan. Don McMillan.
Okay.
Yep. I'm sure he has a website or whatever, and you can book him. So for your next corporate event, I would recommend getting Don McMillan. He's fantastic. Anyway, go and watch any of his videos and you'll be laughing your ass off. It's just great.
I'm going to definitely check that out after this. Yeah. Try and link in some videos there. Yeah.
And for the music, probably MC Front a lot. Perhaps some nerdcore rap, We could have, big event, spend some coin. What do you think?
I'll wait for my VIP pass, Ship it to my house, huh?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. No worries.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of shipping, I talked to a previous guest, Davide Andrea. He said he's sending you a connector book, man.
Oh, I've got it. I have not opened it yet. It is here.
Okay.
But I want to open it on camera, so,
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I know. It feels, it's heavy. It's I assume it's a hardcover jobby.
It is hardcover.
Yeah, and
it's
like,
print on demand.
700 pages or something?
It's color, too. It's color print, too. So,
man, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the box it's in. Is it usable as a reference book, or is it more of just a coffee table pornographic, look at these connectors kind of?
I think it's reusable. Oh, actually, no, that's another one that should be at hand is the Wendell and Eric, the photography book. Open Circuits is the book.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yes.
They were on the show.
That's the one.
Get back to
Yeah.
Come on, Chris.
One of those coffee table.
Chris, you can put that in there.
They're coffee table books. I've got another coffee table book, which was a limited edition thing product ever made, and it was like it's this just gorgeous, like maybe it was leather bound or something. I don't know. It was just like insanely luxurious kind of, Yeah, it's just crazy. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely it. What about The Way Things Work? Do you have that book back in the day? I think it's a little bit behind you probably, so probably it wasn't super formative.
What is it?
The Way Things Work.
Oh, I've heard about it.
It's not just electronics, but it's like there's like mammoths all throughout. It was like all these really whimsical
There's
like
quite
drawings
a few books
of
like that now.
Oh, really?
And there's quite a few. I've looked at one recently. I thought, oh, that's a Christmas present right there. Right. How to reinvent the world or something. There's, like if you went back, you could have this book and it's got how everything works. It's like.
My wife had, when I met her, she had Way Things Work as a coffee table book. And that's how
There's a keeper.
I knew it was going to work out.
She was a keeper.
So,
all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go, ladies. Advice for snagging a nerd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. All you need is a couple woolly mammoths on the coffee table book, and you're probably, and like how a CD player works with like ridiculous pulleys, and that's the one I always remember is like how a CD player works. Yeah. Because I was so like mystified by it.
Oh, really? Yeah. When you're a kid, yeah.
Yeah, because it was like not I grew up in the 90s, so like
well, lasers were magical back then.
They still are.
Lasers were when was the first, like I've literally got the first portable CD player ever made, the Sony CD 101 or whatever it is, I can't remember. The Discman, the original Sony
Discman, really?
I've got an original. Oh yes, yes,
okay.
I've done a teardown video of the original Discman. I've still got it somewhere.
Okay.
And it's back then, like we're talking like mid 80s or something. And back then lasers were pretty magical.
You had a Discman in the 80s? Or are you talking like CDs in the 80s?
No.
Okay.
This was a CD Discman. I'll send you the video.
Okay. It was in the 80s. Okay. Was this like the one that you mounted? This is like the carry along, or is it like the one that you mounted to like the car dash?
No. This is the actual, you would actually carry this.
Oh, okay.
Here it is here. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Copy link. There you go. I'll send it in the googly chat. Okay. There you go.
All right.
It's a Sony D50 Discman, the world's first portable CD player, 1984.
Wow.
Vintage. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they say portable, but this is not what I think of as like the disc. Like I think of Discman as like the one that you'd actually put in your pocket. This is not really, I guess this has a batty? It must have, right?
This is, yeah, this is portable.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this was very expensive back in the day. My God. Like, I can't even imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, the mid-'80s, like, to have something with a laser in it was, futuristic,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Jetsons.
Have we talked about these ridiculous humanoid robots that are coming out, like, just over and over? Like,
there's just a ton of... I almost did a video on that. What's that new one called that looks like it's got like
the cloth one? Like the one that's got like the ears?
Yeah, it looks like it's like a cloth. It looks like a
Vio or Neo or
a stuffed animal or something. Something like that.
Creepy.
Yeah, I was almost about to press record on a video for that, and several other YouTubers beat me to it, and I just, I don't know, had to do something else. But yeah, it's like, it's complete bullshit. It's all teleoperated.
Neo, it's called. Maybe we even talked about that last time. I don't know. I can't remember anything. I'm vacation brain. So if I've said anything last, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, whatever, That's vacation brain. Just,
Yep. Anyway, you can order this stupid Neo thing now, and it's like, and if you go on their website and you watch their video, you think, oh, this thing's like real. It can do you real useful stuff. But then they did like a behind the scenes, some some media outlet did an interview with the CEO where he basically admitted, it's 100% teleoperated. Yeah, right. At the moment, you've got to actually sign it. So if you buy one of these and they eventually, you get it in 12 months time or whatever, then it does nothing autonomous on its own. You have to give permission via the app for someone in like India or somewhere to actually log into it and remotely operate it
with cameras.
So yes, and they will be on in your house with cameras. Pass. Yes, and it's like, oh my God, what? And it's like, why would you pay money? You're helping develop. Like, why would you pay money to help develop someone else's product?
Me, man.
Yeah, exactly. You pay me, and I'll use your thing. Right. It's like, no, but they'll probably find no shortage of nerds who want to pay money to have this stupid teleoperated thing.
I think it's the thing. I think to like make a new product, you have to basically find a sci-fi concept. You have to make a facsimile that's close enough that you can make a ridiculous launch video about, and then you can raise all the money and get the buzz that's necessary to actually then go develop it.
Yes.
As much as I love making fun of the humane AI pin, like everybody wants that because they had that on like Star Trek, and you know what I mean? Like everybody wants a communicator, everybody wants a tricorder, everybody wants a blah 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 blah, right? It's just like, yes, they're just tugging on our nerd heartstrings, So
I was actually, just before the show, I was on the EV blog forum, as I am,
as you do,
exactly. And we were discussing what constitutes a fraudulent product. Like, what actually, where, like, do they genuinely believe in it, or are they trying to fake it till you make it? And is faking it till you make it, is that actually fraud? And at what point does that become fraud? I think it's only fraud if you get caught. Right. If it lives
in your heart, it's not
if
fraud.
If you truly believe in it.
Definitely that. Right.
Yes. If you believe that.
Right. I think eventually you get prosecuted, because then eventually at some point, like, lawyers get discovery and they get access to your email.
Yeah,
and then somewhere in the chain is like, we're taking them for all they're worth.
Yeah, right.
It's like, and that's when you get
that's when you get busted. Fraud. So don't email
so you just
people.
have to really believe. It's like you have to be a true believers don't get fraud.
Yeah. I truly believe that we can diagnose all these diseases with one drop of blood. And it's not fraud because I truly believe it.
I'm not sure she actually did believe it, but
she probably believed it at first. She probably,
I think that's right.
Like
I mean, you have to be an insane person to like start a company that big and like make all those claims without having the actual proof, right? So like, I think it's like irrational belief for many startups out there.
Yeah.
And then eventually, you kind of move people in the direction you want them to, in the best case scenario, right? Like if Jensen Huang was kind of nuts as well, except he was just also very talented and like the whole team at NVIDIA made it happen, like, and they were also very lucky, right? In a lot of ways. So,
well, my last post on there, I talked about the electric truck, Nikola, right? By, what's the guy's name? Trevor Milton, right? And he came up with, we're going to manufacture this EV truck, and it looked fantastic, and all the insides looked fantastic, and it literally had nothing in it. And they rolled it down a hill, like demonstrating, thinking it was powered. It didn't even have a bloody motor in it, right? So obviously, that's faking it till you make it, but that's not.
But they also made it.
But they
made the outside.
they did make the outside, and they got. But that's a product where you could have got away with that, right? You could have faked that until you make it, because there wasn't any extraordinary engineering or science going on here. It was just like, okay, it's an EV truck, it's completely doable. So once you've got that money, you could have actually made that a success potentially. And then hidden the fact that, it was a bit of fraud at the start, but that's okay, and totally get away with it. So, but unfortunately it folded and he went to jail. So,
it's almost like fake it till you deliver a fully manufactured device that is road tested, right? That would be like the long form of that statement.
But they could have done that, as opposed to Theranos, for example. They had absolutely no scientific chance of doing that, right? It was
exactly. Yes, it is theoretically possible to make an electric truck that's also beautiful.
Yes.
Right. It's just they did not build the whole thing.
Yeah, it failed before they could actually deliver. And then, they found out the tests were fake.
Got in the way.
Yeah, right. But they could have made it. That was the point I was trying to make in this forum thread, is that they could have made it and they could have got away with it.
Probably not for the price.
No, but they still could have made it, and then they would have been bought out by GM or somebody. They would have been bought out by somebody, and then they probably would have got away with it.
Yeah.
If they had actually been, if the engineers have actually been able to actually deliver something that kind of sort of worked actually before the money dried up, then
What's interesting about that is, like, if you look at, like, car shows, like the big Detroit Auto Show and stuff like that, like the concept cars they take, like, they are often functional cars. They can drive, but like,
you can't make them. Yes, you can't make them in volume.
Yeah, exactly. They're not meant to be made. They're truly just like they're a demo showpiece to like highlight some new feature or something you want to do, and it's just like super out there. And and just a lot of the same methods, like really nice industrial design and a lot of 3D printing and a lot of Bondo and a lot of Arduinos inside,
Oh, I watched this YouTube video the other day. I'm going to have to find it. What's the name of the guy? He's an Italian designer, and he designed all these wild looking cars and planes and all sorts of crap, and it was a really good video, and it was like, they're totally impractical, like completely impractical. Oh, sure. But, man, it was Michelangelo, right? I'll see if I can find it and link it in, because it was fascinating. And he did actually, in the end, actually developed a Canon camera that actually, formed to the shape of your hand. And that was actually a success. He finally actually developed something that was an actual, manufacturable thing. An actual manufacturable product. So, it's very cool. I'll see if I can find the video. It'll be in my watch history there, but
okay.
So yes, there's a difference between being able to produce radical looking designs and actually having something that's manufacturable.
Right, especially in high volume, delivered
in volume
safe.
For a price target. Safe. Right. That passes all the standards and things like that. Yeah.
Speaking of, you have a Regal video for $1,000? What was that new one you just put out?
Yes, the new one.
What's up with that?
Yeah, the new MHO. They keep mixing the letters up.
Okay.
MHO. I think it's the MHO 98 or 982984.
What's the Mo? It's like reactants or
mixed.
No, I know. I meant what is the like the unit that's like a Mo MHO instead of an ohm.
Oh, right. Yes, a Mo, which is the inverse of ohms.
Right. Yeah, the Mo. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe they just got confused with that, Maybe it just measures that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And they actually did that after they released the scope. It is the MHO. They also had the DHO series, and this is the MHO 900 series, not to be confused with the DHO 900 series. And the DHO used to be called the HDO. When I originally reviewed the HDO 800, it was called the HDO, and then after a couple of months, they actually renamed it and rebadged them all the DHO. They swapped the letters around after they started shipping.
They can't do that in the US with the MHO because then it would be HMO, and HMO is like a bad healthcare plan in the US.
Oh, so is it?
Okay. Do that.
Right. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, it's a pain in the ass. But yes, basically
maybe they're saving money on the price tag by just getting all the letters to like whatever's available,
Oh, it's so frustrating.
Yeah,
oh boy. Anyway, yes. Once again, it's a game changer. Nobody else can touch it for the price per performance. Yeah. We're talking, you can actually hack. It already has been hacked. So for the base $999, you can actually get it's actually a paid hack at the moment. There's discussion about this on the forum. There's, somebody's actually done it and they're selling the paid hack. You can go to their website and you can buy, for $30 or something. You can actually buy the hack.
The twist is it's actually Regal. That's like some Regal employee just like, bringing dollars into the back door.
The interesting thing about this, and there's another big EV blog forum thread discussion on this. There's a lot of people who are for and against this. But the guy who did it, Norbert, his name is. I forget his last name. Anyway, he sells the hack for this. And it's not kind of a hack. What he did is actually decompiled the software, modified the code to jump over the check-in or something. I don't know. So, and he's actually added features himself. Okay, so he's actually recompiled the software and added new features.
Huh.
So that's why he's charging for it, because he's actually adding features. He isn't just hacking the scope. So it's a fascinating new development in the world of hacking. It's not just bypassing the serial code or whatever. No, he's actually essentially recompiled their own software. He decompiled it, made changes, added stuff, and then recompiled it. And he sells the recompiled version. So, legality of that, I don't know. And that's what the big...
I don't know. I mean, there is like always the, you've bought this machine.
It is yours. You can do what you want with it. Whether or not you're allowed to actually sell a version, I don't know. I'm sure that varies by country to country too. Yeah. It's like... Anyway, that's what the current hack is. So basically, for $999, you can get a 1 gigahertz or at least 800 megahertz bandwidth, 4-channel scope with all like 500 gigs of memory, and it's just like it's just not and a dual channel 100 megahertz SIGGEN.
Dual channel, wow!
It's nuts.
That's great.
Yeah. And all the hardware's built in. The actual 1 gig bandwidth, although the 1 gig bandwidth was a limited edition, they're only making 2,000 of those. So the regular one is 800 megahertz. But the circuitry is exactly the same. So the front end is actually capable of 1 gig bandwidth. Because they develop their own custom front end ASIC, they develop their own custom ADC, and just nobody can touch them for the price point.
Yeah.
So
that's wild.
Yeah. And instead of using a Xilinx FPGA, which are quite expensive, right? You've got to have a high length, you've got to have like a relatively high end, RTX 7 or something, right? Instead of using that, they used a supposedly kind of, we're not sure if it's a rip-off clone of the RTX 7, but it's a Chinese FPGA.
Is it Goin or someone else?
Of some description, which we don't have the data sheet for.
Oh, interesting.
So
I guess I'm so far out of the FPGA world that I don't really know what the latest is there.
Same here.
Yeah. I do know that there are some insanely high end ones. Like the military uses in the US at least uses them like no problem. Like $100,000 chip. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll put in a missile that blows up. It's like okay, guys. But like from signal, like in terms of like high speed signal processing type stuff.
Yeah, you can process, 1,000 simultaneous channels at 1 gig sample per second, all in real time, for your adaptive bandwidth, phased array, bloody radar, missile thing,
whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
exactly,
blah,
it's
boom,
mad.
boom, boom. Yeah. Okay.
It's nuts. But anyway, there's this Chinese company that you've never heard of, have this FPGA you've never heard of, and I'm not sure if it's a clone and it uses the Xilinx software toolchain, or whether or not it has its own toolchain. You just can't get a data sheet for it. You can't get any info. It's like, but I don't know, if you're in China and you speak Chinese and you talk to them, I'm sure they'll give you all the info you need to buy their product. So that's how they're lowering the cost. Yet again, whereas all the other manufacturers, they're still all using the Western brand FPGAs. So,
Right. I mean, it all starts to add up, right?
So there's huge catch up to be done by the others. So I don't know how many years they're behind, that they could be secretly working on their own front end ASICs and stuff like that. But Rigol of damn.
I mean, the front end's got to be like where all the magic though is. I mean, I know you need all the signal processing and like the throughput and the logic for that sort of thing, but like you can't really get around like having like really low capacitance, like front end type of stuff, like in the actual silicon itself, right?
Oh yeah, there's no beating it. Otherwise, you've got to use real expensive analog devices, parts everywhere, and your front end's filled with them, right? But no, they literally do it all in one ASIC. It's just nuts, and probably ends up costing them, I don't know, $1 in volume or something, and like nobody else can even touch it. It's just crazy. So you can't get this sort of bad. Imagine, and the entry level model is 350 megahertz or something. That's the entry level now for $1,000.
That's like without a hack, you're saying? That's
without the hack, yeah. That's without the hack. It's bloody 350 megahertz or something. It's just, damn.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's like watching in slow motion as they go up market, like many other players do.
It was a big step when we went from 2 channels to 4 channels was standard, right? Nobody bought a 2-channel scope anymore, right? Yeah. That was actually, they also started that. Yeah. It was
1054Z, right? Or Z.
Yes, the 1054Z. Yep. And then subsequent models. And you'd be mad to buy 2 channels anymore, but they're always still limited to that entry level, like 100 megahertz kind of bandwidth, Now it's like, no, it's 4 channels and it's 350 megahertz and it's still less than $1,000.
This isn't $399 price tag either.
No. It's a step up.
It's all migrated, but
it's a step up. So if you want to save money, yes, you're still going to get that 100 megahertz bandwidth, and then you hack it and you get to 350, but when they throw in, by the way, there's 2 100 megahertz bandwidth function gens, right? Yeah. Dual function gens at 100. Oh man,
I don't even know. I don't know what I'm going to do with these sort of things. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if they want to send me one, that's fine. I guess I'll put it on the bench. But like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't personally need 100 megahertz function generator. I'm not saying that other people don't.
I find it pretty handy. Especially if you're doing sweeping stuff, 100 megahertz is really handy.
Okay. Yeah, great. Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, good. Well, I actually need more than that at the moment because I've been meaning to do a video demonstrating the capacitance of ground planes in a 4-layer board, right? So I was actually going to do a video like sweeping that, but I can't sweep it high enough. I don't have a I'd have to get an RF VNA to do it, right? So, I've got a 50 megahertz one here, and that's okay, but we only start getting to the interesting stuff at 50 or 100 megahertz, right? And then it's
you want to see like the corner case,
it's like
effects and stuff like that.
I want to see what happens at 500 megahertz.
Where all the physics kicks
stuff
in
like that.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I wanted to show how effective a ground plane was in a PCB as a bulk capacitor. I wanted to show its versus a standard 10N cap or something like that, Anyway, it's just, so I just need more bandwidth.
More power.
Anyway, it's still interesting if I do the 50 meg version. It's still kind of interesting, but not nearly as...
What you do is you use that as like your way to show that you need some help from local people that have fancier equipment, and then they come rushing to your aid,
Yes, right. Yep. I could get one of those little cheap VNA things, but they're not quite as... Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those in a shopping cart at some point, but I didn't do it. Obviously, I used to have a nice V&A. Right. Now that is with Jeff Kaiser. He bought that off me. That's fine. He did very nice upgrades to it.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't, unless I'm doing like antenna design or something like it,
right.
Like
yeah.
knowing when you actually need a V&A is also like the important thing. And I almost certainly do not for most things that I'm doing. So, and I feel like a lot of the times what I really need was like more like a TDR than a V&A, so like testing out like how my circuit board looked and stuff like that. And I'm definitely not getting a TDR. So yeah.
No. Anyway, the world's changed, dude.
Yeah, I know. I look around my desk and, well, yeah, I mean, there's also that. I'm getting mentally prepared for that on lots of fronts. But
anyway, this is an interesting discussion of where one company, Rigol, bet the farm like 5 years. They started developing these ASICs like 5 years ago, right? Yeah. So they bet the farm on it back then. Yeah. That they would eventually own, Siglent's been kicking their ass for many years now, right? Rigol were number one for a long time, and then Siglent came along and wow, the bang per buck was with Siglent now, right? It was clearly with Siglent, and it was like that for like probably the last 5 years, right? And now, no, they've suddenly gone, well, here you go. The thing is, they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to price it at $999. Right, because it's so far ahead in terms of bang per buck that nobody can even touch it. The next, like I did this in my video, the next nearest one was like, double the price. So they didn't have to do $900. They could have made it $1,500, and it still would have been the best value scope on the market.
Yeah, but there's like psychological, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's psychological stuff, and well, it worked because I did a video and now it's gotten 80, 90,000 views or something. It did pretty well, and everyone's talking about it. Everyone's going, well. Every other manufacturer is dead.
Right,
why would you buy anything else?
Yep,
it's like, even though, it's not the best user interface, there's lots of issues with it. It's not the best user interface out there. Some people hate it, and things like that. But still, you can't beat the bang per buck.
I think people are willing to be forgiving when it comes to price to value. Yeah, flexible. That's right. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, and it's tiny. So if you've got, bad eyesight and you only, little fiddly screen, little small 7-inch screen on it, kind of thing. So if you want a bigger screen, you can plug in an external monitor with it, which is great, but, it's kind of not all in one then. Anyway, they didn't have to do it. So it's massively aggressive market move, which I found quite remarkable. They're just like, well, here's the new baseline. See if you can meet it.
Good luck.
Because maybe they know the other manufacturer. Maybe there's corporate espionage going on, and maybe the other manufacturers they know that the others don't have anything in the pipeline, or maybe they do. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe they do know they have something in the pipeline. It's about to come out, so they aggressively priced it. Grab all the market now. So that when Siglent come out with one in 6 months' time, everyone's going, shit, I just bought the spent all my money on the Rigol one. I can't buy the new shiny Siglent one, dear.
I'll lose my shirt. Right.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. I don't have any insight there of what they know and what the others are doing at all. But yeah, it's fascinating to be in the boardroom when they were working out the price. Because it's not uncommon for these things. Like I've been, because a lot of these manufacturers, they will send me scopes actually, months before it's actually released, right? And then I go, okay, how much is it? I need to include that in my video, I need, that's one of the first things I'm going to say, And they go, we don't know. And this is like a week before launch. And they're going, we still don't know.
How much do you think we could get for it?
They have actually asked that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. So, oh boy, I won't say who, but it's funny. And so they keep the pricing like it's a last minute decision thing. And this isn't just one manufacturer. I've found this across several manufacturers.
Wow.
That, pricing is like a last minute. Construct. Yeah. Oh boy, fascinating market dynamics.
Yeah.
What scope do you have at the moment? What's your home scope?
My scope collection is a collection of ones that have been given to me. So again,
okay.
if a manufacturer's listening, have it prominently featured on my bench along with the other ones I don't really use that much.
Right.
Yeah, I still got a Keysight. I've got a old Tektronix one. Honestly, the thing that I used most is just like a analog discovery.
No, right. Just because it's convenient, it's
just portable and software based and scriptable, that sort of thing. So like I am not the person they should be talking to. Anyone should be thinking about, I'm just not making enough stuff that is like that requires this. I mean, I guess what it really is, Dave, is like I just make stuff that works the first time all the time. So like, why do I need a scope?
Oh, exactly. Everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Why do you even need to design?
I mean, really, I just use
PCB. Like everything's been designed. You just
I guess
plug blocks together.
I just like use my brain and then I like put it in a layout program and it's like always perfect. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't have I'm not a good example for this stuff. What about you? What's your go-to these days?
Well, same here. I'm not a good example. Jesus, I've got 20 oscilloscopes.
You have a bunch, right? You have a greater variety to ignore on your bench.
Right. I still say to this day that I prefer using the old school Keysight one.
How old?
The old school Agilent Keysight. I don't know. It's just something, the interface that just agrees with me kind of thing. Oh, we're talking 15 years.
That's this is what I'm sure every marketer at a test equipment company hates, right? They come up like, you get these old curmudgeons. They just use the same thing. And they don't,
of course they do. Yeah.
We are not the target market. They're looking at people that are like pushing the leading edge of silicon design and stuff. Like, that's where the money is anyways, right? So it's like, okay, well, get the in-house applications engineer at like NVIDIA or something. Okay. Oh, you're doing bench testing for your new thing? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But if I just want to just measure a signal, like a basic signal, I don't want to dick around with the scope. I just want to power it on and probe a signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably reaching for that Keysight because it just kind of works.
It feels like home, Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but if I want to do anything fancier, I'm picking something else.
Yeah.
But,
Yes, the signal goes up,
Yeah, like if I want something with a larger screen because it appears better on video, if I want something, this brand scope, like I like the way that Siglent do their measurements on screen and things like that. Like there's some, like each one has its own pros and cons kind of, thing. So it depends on what I want to show off on camera really as to what scope I'm going to pick. But,
Alan Wolke, I did mention I was going to get to see him. I got to see him at the thing.
He was at the event,
He was at the event I went to. It's great to see him. He's, super, super nice person. He was given like a demo and he was showing like this new scopes, like multiple, things that it can do. And again, I was like watching it just being like, this is for someone else in the room. This is not me. And it was like a manufacturing context too.
It's like you're watching the Doug Engelbart demo from the 1960s. You're watching the mother of all demos. Yes.
Yeah, I kind of had this same feeling too. So I don't know if you saw. Did you say Stephen Hawes's recent video about the last PCB you'll ever buy? Did you see that one?
No.
So Stephen does the Lumen pick and place, which is by Optiolo. That's his company.
Yeah.
Past guest of the show, we'll link him in. And so he's been working also on like fast prototyping methods, right? Because like the Lumen pick and place is meant as like, okay, you can do pick and place in your office. It's like great. It can do down to like 0402s and it's like open source and got a bunch of stuff in there. But one of the problems is the same problem we always have, which is like, okay, you have this pick and place. It's great, but you have to still like get a board. And so then your options are like the usual, like copper routing, that sort of thing. And so basically he made a PCB that's like the board itself is made as like a template for stuff so that you already have like this kind of cross pattern of vias that are already there.
Yep.
And then you can use that. You can pull that whole thing into your layout.
I know the ones. Yeah.
So it's a great idea.
But it's not game changing. Like it's not, none of these home PCB do-it-yourself PCB fabrication things will ever be game changing. Not in the era of, $5 PCBs, $5 for, 10 4-layer PCBs, with solder mask and silver screen.
This is the point I'm getting to, is that like, so like Steven's been doing all these experiments with like lasers and this last PCB you'll ever buy and stuff like that. And like, he's like, he makes a bold claim, which I actually believe, which is like, you could work on this thing have this PCB, actually manufacture it, like, and within like 2 hours have like a working PCB.
Yes,
right?
you
like
could.
From if you had the parts on hand, big asterisk there, you could totally do that. And I was watching it,
but then again, so could I back in the 1970s when I used to, and the 80s when I used to manufacture my own PCBs.
Not at the levels, not at the levels that these are. Right. That's again fair, but like the 2 hour thing is like where I'm like, yep, that's not me.
Yeah, no, it's and it's not most people. Unfortunately, it's not most people. Most people are happy to wait a week to get their, 4-layer silkscreen solder mask plate through, routed PCB, like everything, right? It's got all the bells and whistles, right? It's got the gold plating, it's got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah. But there are some people out there, right? And actually, there's a podcast, what are they called? Not Amper. Who's the server company? Man, I can never remember their name. They're a green server company. Anyways, they have a podcast as well where they actually are prototyping in-house and doing a bunch of stuff. They're I think a Lumen pick and place user as well, and they actually like are using this stuff to do like super quick turn prototypes. It's like, okay, great, like they have that sort of thing. It makes a lot of sense.
No, there's a certain need for it, but it's not for everyone as well. It's not
Oxide.
It's not going to change the industry.
Oxide is the company I was thinking of, and Oxide podcast is called Oxide and Friends. There you go. Yeah, good podcast.
All right. No, they're great. I just don't think it's going to be it won't be in everyone's lap.
No, yeah, of course. Yeah, I think Stephen even says that, but it is a great idea for like having like kind of that templating idea is something I never thought about before because I'm not cutting PCBs myself, right? Like often it comes down to the if you you're going to have through holes and you don't want to use like the available through hole methods, like it is a good solution for that. So yeah,
sure.
If you were going to design a board yourself, you might want to do so in KiCad. Yes. The latest KiCad talks are also out, so I can link those in. So KiCad 2025.
What talks as in?
Yeah, the KeyCon. Sorry, I should have said KeyCon, I suppose, but KeyCon.
Right, the talks from KeyCon.
2025. Those are out. Good, some good topics, friendly faces that I know some of the folks there. I'm sure some of them will be gracing this podcast at some point in the future. So some of them have already.
Cool,
so yeah, but those talks are all now released, which is great. And there will be a FOSDEM. FOSDEM was uncertain whether there would be a open hardware room again. That's the one in Brussels every year in February. But there will be a open hardware room in Brussels for FOSDEM. So that's a true like hacker conference too. Yeah. Not in like the hacker like Black Hat and like those kind of hacker things. This is like a bunch of like European academics drinking Club Mate in a school cafeteria, kind of like that.
Right.
Yeah, it's its own flavor. It was very very interesting going that one year that I went to. So
yeah, I'm just too far away from everything, dude. Australia's
they do have these things called airplanes, Dave. I don't know if you know that. Yeah,
and do you realize how shit they are?
Yeah, they are pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know,
and
man.
Now you can go from Sydney. No, what is it? Yeah, you can go from Sydney to freaking London direct.
I was going to say Perth to London has been for a while, but yeah, Sydney to London.
Perth to London's been available. Now I think they're talking Sydney or Melbourne to London direct.
Wow.
My God.
It's like 22 hours. Yeah.
Geez, you'd have to pay me to go on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nuts. That's a long time.
Oh, no, I used to enjoy it when I was younger, but no, it's just now it's my idea of nightmare.
I mean, the problem with that is you get off the plane and then you're just like in rainy old London.
Oh yeah, no, it's kind of cool. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm making jokes. UK people don't. I love London. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Hold onto your phone tight. That's all. That's my only advice. You haven't heard that? Anyway, I won't go into details. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Anyway, search on hold onto your phone tight in London.
Okay.
In fact, I can send you a Ricky Gervais thing about it.
I won't. I don't want to.
No, you don't want to know. No.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
Okay. No problem. Yeah, because you like don't exist in the online world anymore, do you?
No, as people will see linked in the comments below, I basically post vacation photos to my. I treat my own site like Instagram and Twitter, and there's no one responding to it, and I'm a-okay with that. I'm an online loner. I'm the antisocial network.
He's a hermit, right, folks.
And it's there for people to see all my stupid musings. But yeah, I don't. Send me a postcard if you have thoughts.
Well, my latest post on X just got, I think it's approaching 10 million views now. I just went viral on X.
Wow, look at you, Mr. Viral.
10 million views.
Yeah.
Yep. I've had several posts now that another one went like 4 million views or something.
Wow.
So, I'm going a bit viral on the Xy.
Good for you, man. So how are you going to spend those imaginary dollary dues?
Those big. No, it's real money. I get paid fortnightly for being on X. So,
Same question.
Burger money,
Burger money. All right. Hey, burger money's not nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, it was burger money. That's a bit more than burger money. My last one was $80 for a fortnight, so it's about $160.
That's like family burger money. Australian dollars, that might be like one Big Mac in Australia.
Right, yeah. Oh, no, this is Yankee bucks. This is freedom bucks, dude.
Well then.
Yeah, this is freedom dollars.
All right, now call the wife and
now
kids. We're going out.
All right.
We're going out.
We're going out tonight.
Yeah.
You still can't get it right.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not allowed back in the country. Don't worry.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What else we got? We got a few more minutes left. We don't actually have any because Reddit's not a thing anymore, really, is it?
Not for us, at least.
I can't access Reddit now at the moment.
Really?
Can't actually access it because they block people who use certain products, let's just say, that try to hide their location.
Ah, I see. Got it.
And I have absolutely no reason to hide my location at the moment, but Reddit seemed to think so. And yes,
you're not allowed to say VPN. Is that what you're saying? You're using VPN. You're not allowed to say VPN. Do you sponsored by Nord, and they don't want them to? Yeah.
Yes, because that'll be naughty in a few weeks here. It'll be a naughty thing.
Got it. You're not allowed. I see. Got it. Yeah, lock him up.
Absolutely.
Minister.
Yep.
Yeah,
come and get me. If you can find me.
Yep.
Oh boy. Anyway, so it doesn't let me view anything on there anymore. So not that I'm missing much on Reddit.
Yeah. No, you're not. And also, luckily, all the LLMs consume all that content for you and then spit it back out as though it's an answer. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yes, I could just ask it to summarize. Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
And just get it to. Yeah. Why not?
Where are you in the generative tools these days? Are you using it for anything?
I use it daily. to collate information and stuff like that. It's really good for that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Not at the moment, no.
No coding there or anything like that?
Maybe, surely.
I've been using Gemini 3. That's the
googly one.
Latest Google one. Yeah, and it's better than 2.5 for sure. So I've been using it for like a JavaScript project that I've been working on. So like a web-based thing. Previously, I'd been using it actually, I haven't used the newest one on this web serial project I was working on, but I'll probably get back to doing that. And yeah, it's really interesting. The thinking models are always like trying to like kind of walk through the thought process and stuff like that.
Yeah. You see it,
Yeah, but they're adding in all these like weird
as it's
ticks.
going line by line.
Right, but it's like, wait, the user asked for this, but I thought about that, and I'm thinking about this, and it's just like, why did they program that in? Like, why are those verbal ticks basically in there? Like the number of times it says wait, comma, is just very, very odd to me. I don't get why they're doing it.
It's sentient.
I guess so. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the real thing. Maybe it's just like those robots. It's just someone with a VR headset somewhere being like, wait, I don't understand what Chris is saying.
It's really an Indian guy in a server farm somewhere.
Just wait. The user's asking for this. And then he's pulling out some JavaScript and it's great.
Ask it. Are you actually in a server farm in Punjabi province?
Right.
Yep. Damn, you got
Cloud's
me.
just someone else's computer, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Let's see, other things. I'm just going back through my links here so people could follow along. I think I maybe mentioned, but the Zephyr folks, so I'm a big fan of Zephyr. They have a new podcast now. It's episode 12 I saw was just out.
God, everyone's got a podcast.
I know, right?
I just saw this morning that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone now have a podcast together.
Hey, what's up with you, Arnold? Yeah, I can't imagine wanting to listen to Sly Stallone.
Yeah, I'm sure it's captivating, yeah.
Regularly. But here's the thing, they got great stories, no doubt. No doubt about that.
No doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt.
Just in terms of like, I mean, Arnold's actually a pretty good communicator. It's just, sometimes somewhat
it's good.
difficult to understand, I guess. But like between the stories and just it's very unique for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Zephyr, the technical thing, Dave. Benjamin Cabe, who's been on the show here, and Fabio, who is another one of the maintainers. They have been doing it. And I think they're on episode 12. And it's great for like, kind of keeping an ear on what's going on. Some of it is very, very deep inside baseball type stuff. Like what a new feature in 4.3 that just released. But like if you're just a casual user and you want to just keep up on things, I find it's useful for that sort of thing. So
we welcome the competition.
I don't think we're competition, but I do mention Zephyr here, but I don't usually know what I'm talking about. Usually it's more like, oh, Zephyr, and they're like, yeah, Zephyr, right. That's probably the difference in tone.
We were doing podcasts before it was cool.
We were, but we still are not cool. So there's also that.
Well, it wasn't called a podcast back then. It was a radio show, damn it.
I don't think that's correct. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Was it called a radio show back then?
Well, we referred to it as a radio show.
Why did we do that?
Not as a podcast.
You're right. I mean, I guess we did, but...
I'm pretty sure we did.
But iPod was out at the time, so I think they were called podcasts at the time.
Yeah, they were, but kind of like a radio show was kind of like cooler. Like an actual podcast was not cool back then. So I was like, oh, you got a radio show. Oh, yeah.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we should wrap it up because we're out of things. Yeah. I'll have more electronics things the next time we talk, hopefully.
Excellent.
There's a couple holidays coming up here, and then you're going on holiday, so we'll see how the end of the year shakes out.
I'm going holidays in the new year. That's not until January, but Jesus, it's almost...
I know, it's almost December. Yeah, so
Jesus.
By the time this comes out, it might be December, so
yeah,
we'll see.
Scary.
2026, here we come.
Catch you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.